let's go, let's go.
As of recently, Six Flags Fiesta Texas have been getting great attractions consecutively, from Daredevil dive flying machines, to Dr. D's Cliffhanger, to the new Kid Flash Cosmic Coaster, all of which either being highly themed or highly unique. And it appears that streak will continue for 2024, because just a few days ago, Jeffrey Siebert has started posting teasers for the new attraction coming to Fiesta Texas for 2024. You heard that right, a new attraction. So in today's video, we're going to break down the teasers we know so far and make a prediction on the new attraction that's possibly coming to the park next year. Before we get into the prediction though, welcome to the channel for all those thrill seekers. On JB Thrills, we make all sorts of content related to theme parks and thrill rides, no matter where they're located or what type of attraction. If it's a thrill, it's covered on this channel. And if you're a Texan coaster enthusiast specifically, this is your source of all Texas thrill ride news. So if you're interested, be sure to hit the like, subscribe, and tap the notification bell to know when new videos come out on my channel. And also help me get to that road to 5K. Anyways, let's get into today's video. So with all the insane updates going on currently with Fiesta Texas, and Kid Flash Cosmic Coaster not even open yet, it definitely surprised everyone that Jeffrey Siebert is already teasing for a new attraction to come to Fiesta Texas. And yes, it's a new attraction. A lot speculated that Fiesta Texas wouldn't get anything next year, considering they've been getting really big additions every year. Not to mention, Six Flags changed their policy of new attractions every year to new attractions every once in a while. And I'm not gonna lie, I had really low hopes for anything coming to Fiesta Texas next year. But of course, Jeffrey Siebert blew that theory out of the water. So what exactly is he suggesting that's coming to Fiesta Texas for 2024? Well, let's investigate these teasers real quick. Essentially, the origin of these teasers began on Instagram with Jeffrey Siebert. On his personal account, he made two separate posts that have a picture of him with attraction in the background and a cryptic poem in the caption. And here's what the first clue says. In a land of wonder where dreams take flight, there was a ride, a beacon of delight. Its name whispered among young and old, a tale of adventure, a story yet untold. But now the winds of change have blown the ride's fate on paths unknown. Its wheels spun fast, its gears did turn. As it bid farewell, its heart did yearn. To be continued, will it stay or will it go? With a picture of Jeffrey Siebert in front of Fireball. Just from this we get one thing, which is the teaser that repeats every single year, will it stay or will it go, has come back yet another year. For those who don't know, since 2019 when Daredevil dive flying machines was being teased, Jeffrey Siebert would do a specific teaser called Will It Stay or Will It Go, and show pictures of attractions in Fiesta Texas that is rumored to leave and be replaced for the brand new ride. There was a specific roster of attractions that would continue to get switched out every year, from Boomerang to the Sundance Theater to Pandemonium. It's clear that some did get removed, some was only a distraction, and some have been suspiciously constant all these years. And we'll get to that in a bit, but looking again at the teaser, we do have a piece of information that we do need to know. In the first paragraph before the clue, Jeffrey Siebert announces that in August at the FT92 fan event is when he'll announce the new attraction. Which makes sense, because it's been the pattern the past years with Kid Flash Cosmic Coaster and Dr. D's Cliffhanger. But the big thing is that August is not that far. It's only a few weeks away, and I feel like it could be a very shocking announcement. Anyways, moving on to the second teaser. The poetic clue is essentially the same, except with some added lines, which state, from a bustling park to a brand new place, a land unseen, a different embrace. Its structure dismantled piece by piece, to find a new home, a sense of release. And then of course again, will it stay or will it go? This time with a picture of Hustler. So with all this so far, what does it all mean? Well, obviously this means an attraction in the park will leave for the creation of the new ride for 2024. And the Will It Stay, Will It Go teaser is right on the money. But what you didn't know is that the teaser actually insinuates the location of the attraction that's about to leave. Where does it say that? Well, in the very first two lines it says, in a land of wonder where dreams take flight, there was a ride, a beacon of delight. Now of course, he could be referring to Fiesta Texas in a dramatic sense. Land of wonder, a theme park, it's pretty obvious. But also, Jeffrey Siebert is not that easy with the teasers. And he's actually very cryptic and smart when it comes to those things. So I think when he's saying Land of Wonder, it's not the whole theme park. He's talking about the area that's close to Wonder Woman Golden Lasso Coaster, where dreams take flight. And what is that area with Wonder Woman? The boardwalk. And guess what the first picture was with Jeffrey Siebert? Fireball, which is the ride in the boardwalk. So does this mean that Fireball is leaving? Well, not exactly. You see, we only got 2 teasers so far, and the second one we have Hustler, which has nothing to do with the teaser, and I believe it's not gonna leave for the fact that it recently got refurbished, so why would you destroy it when you just invested money? And if he's keeping up with the patterns that he used to do every year with Will It Stay or Will It Go, he's probably gonna post some more teasers that have different attractions around the park, just to keep you distracted and keep you guessing. But like I said, when he does this type of teaser, there's always a specific roster of attractions on the list. Some were proven to be right and actually left, like Sundance Theater. Some were only a distraction, like Boomerang Coast to Coaster, which ended up staying and getting a refurbishment. And some have suspiciously been on the list for a while now. And that one to me is Pandemonium. Sure, it's not in the first teaser, and sure, it can easily be Fireball, but remember, it's an attraction in the boardwalk. And the poem also suggests that this attraction that's about to leave is a family attraction. Where does it say this? In the third line it says, its name whispered among young and old. Not to mention further down, it says, its wheels spin fast, its gears did turn. And yes, Fireball does have wheels and it does turn, but Pandemonium also has gears that spin to make the train spin. Its wheels go on the track really fast. And not to mention, Pandemonium is a family coaster, which can bring the young and the old, so of course everyone knows the attraction. Fireball, you're never going to catch a really young kid ride it, nor a really old adult. It's way too intense for them. So why would it be whispered by families? Unless it was a family coaster, which is Pandemonium. And like I said, he's not done with the teasers. He's probably going to post one today, tomorrow, and etc. until the day of the announcement. And I bet you one day he's going to post another teaser, this time with Pandemonium in the picture. But he's waiting on it because if he did it right away, it'll be way too obvious, and Jeffrey Siebert does not work that way. Not to mention, the boardwalk's obviously the point of focus for next year since they worked on literally every part of the park, minus the boardwalk. And one hint of that is the go-karts getting a refurbishment. And there's more rides there that need some updates, as well as a new addition. So with all the teasers broken down, what is the actual prediction for the new ride that's coming? Well, let's get into that real quick. Well, like I said, the attraction most likely to leave is Pandemonium. And I say this for 2 reasons. Number 1, its capacity is not the best. It always has a long wait, and because it's a family coaster, it's going to be very popular. Therefore, we need a better ride that can hold the capacity. And then number 2, Pandemonium is a copy and paste attraction, something Fiesta Texas tends to stay away from, even if they do have some clones. Plus, Pandemonium has a lot of space, and they can make something really good in that area. So what are some possible candidates for a replacement? Well, to predict the coaster type, we need to look at the coaster types that are already in the park. We already have an airtime coaster, a launch coaster, a unique coaster, an inverting coaster, and a spinning coaster. But if Pandemonium were to leave, they would be lacking in that department, but also they're lacking in a traditional wooden roller coaster. Sure, they have Iron Rattler, but it's half wood, half steel, not just a normal wood coaster. And a lot of people have put out the idea that if Pandemonium were to leave, the best course of action is adding a wooden coaster like Texas Stingray, because 1, it matches with the boardwalk theme, and 2, a family Woody is great, so it's very likely. In result, I have 3 separate predictions. The first one's of course the family wooden roller coaster. Fiesta Texas needs more family geared attractions, and this one's perfect. And while sure, some may say it's a bad investment because it's too similar to Texas Stingray, and SeaWorld might have the better version, I tend to disagree. Knowing Jeffrey Siebert, he'll make this coaster very unique either with the layout or theming, which is something Texas Stingray does not have. If he were to make a really immersive wooden coaster with a very unique layout, then I'm sure it's a great investment. My thought process for a coaster like this is a coaster similar to the new Zambezi Zinger at Worlds of Fun. It has a unique layout that no one else has, and offers something new for all the guests. Not to mention, it's a family coaster. If the coaster had some sort of unique element, different than Texas Stingray, it would be a hit. And here's my personal idea for something like that. Sure, it's far-fetched, but here we go. What if Fiesta Texas worked with GCI to make a very unique wooden coaster that goes forward and backwards? Imagine you're mixing Switchback at ZDTs with Pantheon at Busch Gardens. ZDTs is a one-way trip, but Pantheon can go forward and backwards in one layout and still run 2 trains, which means the capacity is amazing and it still offers a unique experience. So if they had a wooden roller coaster that goes forward and backward with a switch track, they could run both trains, which ups the capacity, and also brings something completely different than Texas Stingray. But of course it's a wild idea, and the more down-to-earth idea would be a Titan Track GCI, or even a new RMC Family Coaster. We'll just have to see. My final coaster prediction is one we always hear by every coaster enthusiast, which is an Axis coaster. Yes, we haven't seen one in America just yet, but I'm still holding hope that one day, Six Flags will add an Axis coaster, and if any park were to get it, it would either be Fiesta Texas or Over Texas, since they're always the parks that try something new. And without Pandemonium, they would have plenty of room to do something interesting and a very unique layout. But what if it wasn't a coaster? I mean, sure, we're all assuming it's a coaster because it makes sense. It's Fiesta Texas, they get lots of money, so of course, Six Flags will give them a little bit extra to add them another coaster. But it just might be a flat ride as well. And if it were a flat ride, what would it be? Well, honestly, it could be any flat ride, but one particular flat ride that sticks out is the Gryphon from Zamperla Rides. This is similar to the new ride that Kennywood just got, and it was a success there. I'm assuming it's probably really cheap, and it's really fun for the whole family. So if it is Fireball that's gonna bite the dust, this would be a great replacement, and it would be a lot of fun. Personally though, I'm still thinking it's possibly a coaster, and it's highly likely Pandemonium's next to leave. Anyway, so far we only got 2 teasers, and Jeffrey Siebert's definitely gonna post some more. So if you want to stay updated on all Fiesta Texas 2024 news, you should definitely subscribe, because I'll be posting new predictions with every new teaser that comes out. And make sure to stay tuned for the big announcement in August at the FT92 fan event. Anyways, what do you think? Is Pandemonium next to leave Fiesta Texas? And is there an attraction I forgot to mention that's a great candidate for 2024? Comment down below. Anyways, thank you for watching. This is JB Thrills signing out.